My next guest, he is a perfect professional mixed martial artist with a record of 6 wins with 0 losses. This man has not only undefeated as a professional, but also as an amateur with a record of 5-0 as well. He's coming off a win on March 24th here in the beautiful city of San Antonio with Fury FC. Please welcome onto the show, Isaac Moreno. How you doing, Isaac?
You're good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. And did that intro do you justice, man? Undefeated and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Awesome.
mean, we've worked hard for that. So,
Absolutely, man. You have.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's it feel?
Good. I mean, it's just another day in the office. Um, we already know that how I'm supposed to carry myself and
Yeah.
how I'm supposed to take each fight. So we we don't we don't uh we don't bat an eye at my record. We know that it's supposed to be like that.
Okay. Now, before last time, we spoke was in 2021. We actually had you on the show. You were about to make your MMA debut, your pro debut.
Yes,
You're,
sir.
5-0 as an amateur. And I mean, you stayed humble throughout the entire experience. It was great seeing you and talking to you before then. And now, fast forward, it's been almost a couple years there since the day. You're 6-0 as a professional. How's life changed for you, man?
It's
How's it?
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We're doing the same thing. I mean, we don't fix anything that's not broken. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, we've continued with the same scheme, with the same coaching scheme. I have the same coaches. I have the same programs. Everything is the same, and we're just sticking on it. So
You're still you're at the Savage 20. Believe your uncle runs it, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
What it's our studio. It's a family studio.
okay.
So I'm in charge of all the striking programs. Then we have a jiu-jitsu coach, and my uncle's the general. So he's the one that makes sure everything's running well.
And so you're the striking coach. So about how often are you there at that gym working there?
Every day, every day I'm here.
But yeah, but you do travel, right, to other places sometimes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, but for the most part, I'm here. Uh, we're building a new facility,
Sweet.
and well, now I wanna make my whole camp there,
Okay.
exclusively in the Savage 20. We're gonna have everything that a fighter needs, and I do travel to get some training in, but for the most part, I'm here every day.
For you, Isaac, it's all a business trip for you. You've always, treated every amateur fight like that as well. It's a professional fight. It counts. Uh, you know, does it feel good to have to boast that undefeated record though, man? A little bit there. I mean, I know you said that that's what it's supposed to be, but I mean, it's a feel good moment, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely, it's a feel good moment. But we try not to get caught up with it.
Okay.
Um, there's a lot of things that I could have done better. I could have ended the fight faster. Um, I should have gotten touched less. Uh, but this fight, I decided to bite down on my mouthpiece a little bit and exchange something that people haven't seen me do. So now they know I can bite down and bang too.
Now, your last fight, a week ago from right now when we're talking, right? It was a first round finish on UFC Fight Pass Twitter. I mean, I felt like it was the highlight of the evening, and one of the highlights of the weekend for sure. You're
Definitely.
performing right before the UFC, UFC San Antonio comes into town. UFC flyweight champion Brandon Moreno's in the building there, pretty much cage side there watching you, man. Did this fight feel any different for you? Like it was a little more pressure than anything?
Nah. Now we've prepared for things like this. It's just another day in the office. It's just another day in the office. I've been competing in front of big crowds since I was 10 years old. Uh, the first time I fought on ESPN, I was 12, I think, 12 or 13. So, and that was for the World Championships in karate. So we've done this before. It's nothing new, and like I said, yeah, it's nothing new.
How do you stay
We've
so grounded? Like you're grounded and humble. How do you keep that mentality? Because I mean, for speaking from my experience, man, it felt like a very big deal, man. You know, watching you out there, to me, it felt like it was huge. Like I felt like even more eyes were on you. You know, I mean, so how do you
definitely
just like manage it, bro?
it's all preparation,
Okay.
preparation. That is key.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly believe wherever I am on the fight card, I am the main event. So that's the mentality I have. I've always had.
Yeah.
Wherever I am on the fight card, I'm the main event. All eyes are on me because they're supposed to be on me. That's why I bust my ass in the cage. I mean, in the gym. I
Yeah.
bust my ass in the gym so I can shine in the cage. And that's it. So yeah, it's something that I'm supposed to do. It's something that's already supposed to happen. We already know what's expected of me, and we know where I'm gonna be in a couple years. So
You know,
we'll
you're making a big name for yourself. You know, I think you've caught a lot of eyeballs from people. I think that at least I'll speak from my own experience when people were asking me about just fighters that aren't in the UFC yet. Who to watch out for. I always say, well, I say Primetime, but then I say Isaac Moreno. I say Primetime Isaac Moreno. Always watch out for him. And it just comes so natural. How does it feel when you hear that, man? When people are talking about who the next big thing is or who to look out for, and they say your name on there. How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, but like I said, that's been earned.
Yeah.
Putting in the work daily, and well, I'm constantly grinding, so uh, I've earned that, and I'm in no rush to get
Yeah.
anywhere. I'm I wanna well, my next fight, I'm gonna fight for that belt. I'm gonna take the belt from this dude that is horrible, and I'm gonna continue taking names. I'm gonna continue taking names, taking giving people L's, and that's it. That's that. That's uh that's really the agenda. So
And you're talking about like for Fury, correct?
yeah, yes sir,
Now,
yes sir. I want that Fury strap before I take off to the big leagues.
yeah.
So
So yeah, I figured main event. Main event should be next for Isaac.
yeah,
Well,
yes sir.
beside, I mean, you are the main event, but on the actual like standing on the fight card.
Yeah, yeah. That's where that's what the next one's supposed to be.
For
Main
you,
event title fight.
so for you, Isaac, that I think you have a good following on social media. We're always watching you put the work in. And how does a typical day for you start, man? For an athlete like yourself?
Um, well, I mean, I do the same thing almost every day. I wake up, get my grub, and take off to boxing. Boxing is usually my first session of the day, and then I'll, right after boxing, I have strength conditioning. Um, and after strength conditioning, I come home, chill a little bit, um, rehydrate, refuel, and then I have kickboxing at 7, and then on some days I have jiu-jitsu, and some days I have wrestling. So it just changes throughout the week.
Are you
But
are you an early bird, man?
no, uh,
No, no,
I
no, no 4 or 5 a.m. sessions.
nah, that's I mean I get up to train clients, but nah, not me. I'm not.
Yeah.
I like my sleep. I like my sleep. I rather work out late at night than early in the morning.
No, I,
So
I I hear that. What have you changed in your pro career? Is there anything you've changed as far as like performance, nutrition, anything specifically that's helped like elevate your game?
I just paid more attention to detail in jujitsu and in wrestling. Uh, Not everything else has been working. I don't try to change anything that's not broken. So my nutrition, um, I got that down. My strength conditioning, my strength and conditioning coaches. He knows exactly what I need, and why just follow the program. So we've been working together for a while now, and now he's one of the coaches at Westside Barbell in Ohio, and well, he's working with a bunch of high level guys, and it's cool that I still get to work with my coach, and we've built that connection, and I mean I'm only getting stronger, bigger, and faster.
Isaac, are you so you're undefeated. Obviously you've put the work in. You got the mentality. You're humble. You've I mean, easy to say that you've won a lot. You've won a lot, but just speaking from your MMA career right now, when you were making your pro debut, I mean, you hadn't fought yet. You hadn't fought as far as under professional for your professional record. Now you have 6 fights in. Very impressive stuff. Was there a point during your MMA career where it just really did click and you're like, oh, that I am as good as I know and I know I can be
I
during your
mean,
career right there as a pro?
I don't think it's clicked yet.
Okay.
It's because in every fight I keep on getting better. Of course, we're seeing little spotlights, like little little glimpses of of greatness. Um, and I don't think it's clicked for me yet. So the day that it does click, everyone's gonna be like, this is the guy. This is no wonder why they call him Primetime. So uh,
Mhm.
because I
Who's
don't think it's yeah.
what fight? I mean, I know you learn from from everything and everyone, but who gave you your biggest lesson so far in your 6 professional fights?
I mean, my last three have been tough. My last three fights have been tough. Um, every fight I've learned something, and I mean, yeah, my first fight I had never been dropped before. My first pro fight I had never been dropped before,
Yeah.
and I got dropped, and I overcame that adversity and finished him in the second round. My second fight, I fought a tough ass dude that
Yeah.
had never been finished, and I had never gone past the second round. And I fought with him for 15 minutes, and I picked him apart. So we learned that I could go all 15 minutes. My third fight, it was 17 seconds into the fight,
Yeah.
and I dropped him. That ended. My fourth fight, uh,
Kilmer.
Kilmer. Yeah, I had we had to change up the whole fight camp, and the kid's good too. That kid's good, and everything I was standing up, he was on the ground. So we learned that I could fight off my back. We
Yeah.
learned that I could defend against a high level grappler, and I got the job done. Then Keenan, my one of my last my fifth fight, uh, we knew that he was just as athletic as me, or even more. He was a big dude. He was a big welterweight, and I subdued him. So and then this guy, that was three from Jackson Link. My last three fights have
Yeah.
the guys have been from Jackson Link, and
Dang.
yeah,
Good gym. Great gym.
yeah.
They got
So
some good guys there.
yeah, and well, I mean, I think they already hate seeing my face. So
What the biggest thing is, what motivates you now? 6-0. Has anything changed for you since the very beginning? I know you talked about, how your father, he put you in martial arts since you were 3 years old. You excelled in athletics growing up. What's the motivation right now?
I mean, I'm just opening doors. I'm opening doors for the next generation. I have little brothers coming up. I have a little cousin coming up, and there's so many other kids here that are watching my journey, and well, I'm trying to open the doors for them. So for the next generation, because it's not about me. Like, yes, I know I'm gonna have my time where I'm making money and I'm able to do things, but for the most part, that's what I'm doing. That's the whole reason behind the Savage 20. It's to give back. It's to open the doors for the next wave of savages. And I mean, I think that's what we're doing. I'm the blueprint, and we're gonna be fucking popping them out after. So I'm just the first one. I'm just the first one. But there's a whole wave of kids coming after me. So um, that's really the goal, and that's what's really changed. It's my I've opened my eyes to that, to like, man, a lot of kids do watch me. A lot of I am a role model to a lot of kids. So that's I'm trying to be better every day and live in that way. So yeah,
That's that's very nice. You're what is I was gonna say, you're not just Primetime the fighter, you're Coach Prime.
yeah, Coach Prime. I'm a big brother. I'm the oldest out of four. So yeah, it's it's a big thing down here. It's a big thing down here. We're just one step closer to the end goal. So
Now, you're I think you're putting a lot of great eyeballs on, the RGV, the Rio Grande Valley, fighters coming out of the RGV, whether it's Victor Martinez or yourself. I know there's a lot of great athletes coming out there. I think you're bringing more eyeballs there, which is always great to see from the 956. It's always great to see that. What's
yeah.
what's the end game for you, Prime? What is the end game for Prime Time?
Uh, well, I'm gonna cement myself as one of the best welterweights to ever step into the octagon. Um, I'm still debating if I'm gonna go down a weight class or up a weight class. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, I got I'm gonna win that welterweight strap, and then we'll see if I'm gonna go to middleweight or to lightweight and take their strap too. And then I want to go into boxing. I want to go into boxing. I want to win a belt in boxing. So that's my end game. I want to be one of the goats. So and it's not I want to. Like, I am gonna be one of the goats, and people are just realizing that now. So
What is it's right now at the time we're talking, it's the last day in March 2023. Where do you envision yourself being in December 2023?
I mean, hopefully, uh, 10-0, and I have a UFC contract by then. So, but we're in no rush. Yeah, we're in no rush. But I do want 10 fights. I do want 10 fights before I go to the league. So that's a plan. That is a plan.
Perfect. Now, Isaac, people, see this guy always putting in the work like yourself. Some people would think fighters are scary, who's a savage out here, who's 6-0, just, putting people on the ground. But tell people something about you, man. Like, because you're a regular human, you are a person at the end of the day. You're a good person. You try to, do good things out there. You coach as well. What I mean, what's something you do, man, outside that isn't related to combat sports, man? You have any other hobbies or anything?
I'm a sneakerhead. I
Okay,
love
yeah, for
I love
sure.
sneakers. Yeah. Fashion. I love seeing how different trends are hitting and trying out new things. Um, and I'm a foodie. I love food, man. I love food. So I'm just a normal guy that punches people in the face on the weekends.
I heard
So
Gallinero's pretty good over there, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Gallo Negro.
yeah. Gallo Negro is that's the truth right there. That's the truth right there. And then we got tacos, any type of taco you want. We got it down here in South Texas. And then If you want seafood, we got the island close by. Every
Yeah,
we got this is a undiscovered gem. So people are sleeping on the valley, but we got everything. We got fighters, we got food, we got
culture, man.
yeah, culture. So
It's all.
that's I'm just a normal guy that punches people in the face on the weekends. So
My last question for you, Isaac, is man, where can people get some primetime merch, man?
right now on the Live Lavish, I believe livelavish.com, or you guys can find them on Instagram, Live Lavish, and they have a couple of my t-shirts on there. And I mean that's it for now. I'm cooking something up. I'm cooking something up. Uh, it should be out soon.
Awesome. Isaac, is there anything you want to let the audience know before we sign out?
I think we've covered all the bases. Thanks to my team. Thank you to all my sponsors. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for having
Awesome.
me on.
Appreciate your time. And to everyone out there, well, don't blink, right? Don't
Yes,
blink.
sir. Yes,
That's a
sir.
that,
Definitely.
that's a big thing. And thank you to professional mixed martial artist Isaac Moreno. Thanks for joining me today. And to everyone out there, thanks for listening. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.